Sir, first for share
That is
the
Aneka
PPT,
Cloud.
sir.
Yeah, today only I'll share the PPT. Yeah, recent class PPTs I think I have shared.
Not getting, sir. Maybe.
Okay, I'll share today. Okay, you can see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the first concept in module 5 is Aneka Cloud. So Aneka Cloud, I think that is not as familiar as AWS, Salesforce, or Windows Azure and Google Cloud. Okay, it is a product of Manjara Soft. So it's a proprietary cloud platform from Manjara Soft. See, the main thing, what kind of service that they are providing is actually like Google Cloud and Microsoft. Even Aneka Cloud, they have their own SDK, and they have their own tools and um, tools platform, and also they have their own SDK and APIs using which you can develop the applications. Okay, that is one thing. And another very big thing that they are doing is actually Aneka. So they are having a middleware software. They are providing actually Aneka. They provide a middleware software which you can install on heterogeneous platforms. Upon that, you can consume the cloud-based services. That's the one thing that they are doing. Sianeca is a Microsoft proprietary software solution for developing, deploying, and managing cloud applications. That means using Aneka Cloud, you can develop the applications, you can deploy, and you can manage. That means they are providing you the platform services. Okay, in simple words, we can assume that they are providing the platform services. And Aneka consists of scalable cloud middleware that can be deployed on top of heterogeneous computing resources. That means, say, for example, if you want to build a cluster for processing, so you want to build a computing cloud. So if that is your requirement, you can go with this setup, Aneka Cloud, where you can install the middleware, Aneka middleware on all the heterogeneous nodes, and you can make a cluster. Okay, there is a computing cloud. So that is one thing. So for to depict that, I'll show you one diagram later on. And Aneka's key advantages is its extensible set of APIs associated with different types of programming models. So which supports for task thread and that is multitasking, multi-threading, and MapReduce based upon applications. Um, and it is integrating new capabilities into the cloud and supporting it as a platform for developing, deploying, and managing execution of applications on various types of clouds. So that is what I told. It provides platform as a service. Next, Aneka is a software platform for developing cloud computing applications. It allows harnessing of disparate computing resources and managing them into a unique virtual domain, the Aneka cloud. So that's what I told. You can build your own private cloud by using Aneka. So using which you can have your own private cloud. So and also you can make a cluster, and using the Aneka platform you can also develop the tools and technologies, and on the same platform you can deploy and manage them. According to the cloud computing reference model, Aneka is a pure PaaS solution, that is platform as a service solution for cloud computing. And Aneka is a cloud middleware product. Okay, remember this, Aneka is a cloud middleware product that can be deployed on heterogeneous set of resources, that is a network of computers, a multi-core server, data centers, virtual cloud infrastructures, or a mixture of these. So that means look at the avenues on which you can deploy Aneka. So they're telling that you can deploy it on a network, you can deploy it on a server machine, you can deploy it on data center, okay, and you can deploy it on virtual cloud infrastructures or a mixture of these. Okay, that means it is okay. So it is very flexible so that you can deploy it on laptops, you can deploy it on server machines, you can deploy it at network level. Okay, based upon your requirement you can deploy. If you look at this diagram, you'll understand where this Aneka middleware sits. See in the bottom tier, you have the multiple infrastructures. So infrastructure can be a multi-core computer, it can be a cluster network, it can be a grid network or a cloud network. Upon that, you can see in the middle you have Aneka. So that means Aneka is an middleware based product. You can install Aneka on all these products, that is on multi-core computers, clusters, grids and cloud. So and you can install a layer of Aneka middleware. Okay, then upon that you can install your applications. Okay, and to you can explore multi-threading, multitasking, and heterogeneous distributed applications like MapReduce. All those things you can use. Okay, that are the capabilities of Aneka. So you want any clarification for this diagram? See, in the bottom layer contains the infrastructure upon which you can install Aneka. So that's a multi-core computers, clusters, grids, cloud. So at cloud level you can install, at grid level you can install Aneka. Okay, at the same time you have the SDK, and also just like how your Java provides the execution environment, that is JRE, Java runtime environment. Aneka is also providing the runtime environment using which you can develop the applications, deploy, and you can run the applications. And Aneka provides various APIs, even that can be integrated with existing cloud applications. That's another advantage. Okay, we'll see someone has joined, I think. Should I permit? Okay, now look at this diagram. Aneka framework overview. So look at this framework. Aneka framework. So in the bottom layer, you are having various networks like enterprise, desktop grid, data centers, clusters, and public clouds. So that's the infrastructure. And in the middle layer, you have so many things. So that is consolidated as persistence and security. That is, you have execution services, foundation services, and fabric services. See, the meaning of fabric services is that where you can pull the resources. Say, for example, you can do server consolidation. Okay, and also you can consolidate the computing resources. You can consolidate the storage. Okay, those are all belongs to fabric services, and the foundation services, especially the which are part of utility computing, that is billing and reporting, resource reservation, storage and licensing and accounting, and execution services. So executing that is executing the tasks, distributed threads, and distributed applications like MapReduce, Hadoop, and so on. So you have basically three layers. One is infrastructure layer and the middleware layer. So and the application development and management layer. So in the application development and management layer, we have Aneka SDK, that is a software development kit. Aneka provides various APIs and tools using which we can develop the cloud-based applications and we can deploy it on the same platform. So that's why I told basically it's a pure platform as a service-based model, Aneka Cloud. So which is not very much widely used in India and US. So here in India, majorly we use Amazon AWS and Microsoft Cloud, and nowadays even Google Cloud and Oracle is picking up. And I think recently you might have observed, so the Zoom. So Oracle Cloud is providing backend support for video-based meeting application, that is Zoom. So slowly Oracle and Google Cloud are picking up. So Aneka framework. So Aneka implements a service-oriented architecture, and services are the fundamental components of Aneka Cloud. So not only Aneka Cloud, you take any cloud, let it be Salesforce, let it be Oracle, Azure, AWS, anything. The core of the cloud computing is the range of services that they provide. So that means every cloud will use service-oriented architecture. Just like any other cloud, Aneka is also using service-oriented architecture to provide various services, and they are telling that those services are the fundamental components of Aneka cloud. Okay, therefore, the whatever the services they provide, they are the fundamental components of Aneka cloud. So, and they are providing platform-based services. Services operate at container level. So here you need to understand the meaning of container. So the meaning of container is nothing but an instance or a virtual machine. You can consider that as a container. Okay, and except for the platform abstract layer, they provide developers, users, and administrators with all features offered by the framework. Okay, that means container is one interface using which an user can host the applications. They can manage the resources. You can customize the things, and you can administer the resources. Okay, so for that, basically, we need to have a container. We call it as virtual machine. In VMware terms, we call it as virtual machine. In Amazon, we call it as an instance. So, and in some other platform, we call it as a container. So, so just we are interchangingly using the names container, instance, and virtual machine. Services also constitute the extension and customization point of Aneka clouds. That is, the infrastructure allows for the integration of new services or replacement of the existing ones with a different implementation. So that means you can continue with the existing setup of cloud services, and you can do a little bit modifications to the existing services, and you can upgrade the services, or you can replace them with new implementations. Okay, in that sense, so it is flexible. It supports for upgradation, and the framework includes the basic services for infrastructure and node management, application execution, accounting, and system monitoring. See, these are the basic essentialities of any cloud. If you consider any cloud, so that should be trackable, that should be maintainable. Okay, because when you say okay, whenever any cloud comes up with a pricing model, so especially you should be able to assess the performance. You should be able to measure the consumption. So all those things are the basic necessities. And the existing services can be extended and new features can be added to the cloud by dynamically plugging new ones into the container. So that means container means into onto the virtual machine you can add new things or you can remove the existing ones. So either thing is possible. Such extensible and flexible infrastructure enables Aneka clouds to support different programming and execution models for applications. So that means Aneka cloud supports for various programming and execution models. Okay, it is not bounded to its own applications like Google Cloud. See, if you look at the difference between the Google Cloud and Aneka Cloud, see, in Aneka Cloud, you can build applications using not only the tools provided by Aneka, you can also use some other tools and you can develop the applications and you can host it on Google. Sorry, host it on Aneka. But whereas when I say Google is providing platform-based services, you are bounded to use the APIs, tools, technologies which are provided by Google, and then you can host it. So in that sense, Aneka is better. Okay, there are so many aspects. Actually, for you, Aneka is just one simple concept. You need not go that much in detail. Okay, just I'll see what is important for you. Okay, just we'll see. I was telling Aneka container, just we'll see what the Aneka container will contain. That means the virtual machine in an Aneka contains three types of services: fabric services, foundation services, and application services. So the services stack resides on top of the platform abstraction layer, representing the interface to the underlying operating system and the hardware. It provides a uniform view of software and hardware environment in which the container is running. Okay. It provides a uniform view of software and hardware environment in which the container is running, and the persistence and security traverse all the services stack to provide as secure and reliable infrastructure. Just look at the earlier diagram. Okay. So the meaning of fabric services you can see here: hardware pooling and dynamic resource pooling. Similarly, the foundation services example: billing and reporting, resource reservation, storage reservation, and so on. And the execution services, So to deal with distributed threads, execution of distributed and multitasks, and dealing with huge enterprise data like using MapReduce, Hadoop, and so on. So those are execution services. So okay, so these things, fabric services, foundation services, and execution services, these things are part of the container, that is middleware container. Okay, these things will be handled by the container, Aneka container, that is the virtual Aneka virtual machine. Okay, apart from that, let us see the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, we'll see this diagram. Aneka cloud infrastructure. Look at the Aneka cloud infrastructure. You can see in one of the cloud, they have hosted HTTP server and the file server. Okay, we call it as Aneka repository. And in one of the container, okay, they have installed, okay, that is a node manager. Okay, so node manager, what is the node manager? Say if you install Aneka middleware on any node, okay, obviously using that node you can control or you can configure the services. Okay, and this node manager can be part of each and every node. Say for example, you are having a cluster of 10 computers. That means you can install that Aneka middleware software on all the 10 nodes, and from any given node you can control the resources. So we call it as a node manager. Okay, and Aneka container, as I told, it provides various services. So upon the container, you can install the applications and you can work on them. And it supports for multitasking, multi-threading, and distributed applications. And you can see here the management console. So the management console, so just like I was talking about virtual center, like that, they can have one tool, management tool they can install, and here from, say this is one node from which the admin is controlling everything, complete network. We call it as management console. And another example, okay, logical organization of Aneka cloud. Okay, say for example, if I say that, so there is a one data center upon which Aneka cloud is configured. So simply it can logically, it may look like this. Okay, we can have an see here we have one master node, so which is also called as the management console. That is the node from which the administrator is maintaining all the resources. And here we have a storage related infrastructure. Okay, and here we have multiple storage node and the worker node. So worker node are nothing but the computing nodes. Okay, so this diagram shows computing nodes, storage nodes, and the administrator node. And here you can see certain things are common here. So mandatory, provisioning, reservation, reporting, accounting, and scheduling. So why you may be seeing why it is common across these two things. That means, see, this is the master node. In case if this node goes down, so this is the alternative machine. Okay, can you see this? Okay, so if the master node goes down, so we have an alternate machine. So to maintain very high availability, we have an alternative node. So this will be automatically up and running. Okay, this diagram shows that. So using one master node, you can control the complete data center. Okay, that's all about Aneka Cloud. In tomorrow class, we'll see AWS. So tomorrow I'll show you a demonstration about how to consume the AWS services. So actually, you can also try out Amazon AWS. Just you need to have a AWS account. So actually, what I have done for AWS is, so using my credit card, I have connected to the. So actually, you need to, if you want to open an AWS account, you are supposed to have a credit card or debit card, and you can go for free model. So that is for a certain amount of time the service will be free, and while consuming the services just you need to select which are free, only those services you are supposed to consume. In case if you are consuming any other services for which you may have to pay money, then obviously automatically they will deduct money from your credit card, so you should be very cautious. And another thing, okay, even though if you are using free services, when you host the application, most of the time it's usually it use public IP address. For that, minimal charges will be charged for us. So for that, what we need to pay, actually we can reclaim that amount. Okay, just we need to put one email to Amazon AWS stating that we are using our account for the purpose of academic studies. Please revert back whatever you have deducted. So they will even they will return the amount in case if at all they have deducted some 20 rupees 30 rupees from your account. So that thing you can do. So tomorrow I'll show you how to use Amazon AWS. Okay, today that's all from Aneka Cloud. Tomorrow we'll see AWS. Anything you want to ask? Hello?
No question, sir.
So see, Aneka is just one simple concept in your syllabus. And in the fifth module, we have so many cloud services and so many environments. So that doesn't mean that we need to uh, do a deep dive. We need to learn. So we are they are expecting us to know, say what is that cloud, what are the type of services they are providing, and what are the various tools and technologies available for a cloud platform. Okay, that we'll see in the fifth module. Okay, tomorrow we'll continue with the AWS. And tomorrow there is a demonstration of AWS. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.